about the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I hate when niggas ask you to throw the stream up, bro, and then you pause the game to throw the stream up. And then they immediately, you know what I mean, press the shit. I'm like, well, I'm trying to do what your dumb ass wanted, but shit. That's cool. Hey, how y'all doing? Let's get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Just like that. Just like that. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Second and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. Gutierrez. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Hit me instantly.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I was playing this game earlier, right? And tell me why this guy, bro,
he'll push forward for about 4.
So I got picked off in the end zone, right?
Tough
and
running
he went
there.
to running back and forth in the end zone.
Those are the unsung kind of runs.
So I ran over there
sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second
got the ball back to score. Oh yeah, I was blowing him up.
Chubb on second down. And
that
shit there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie.
So Mike number one. Here we go. Mike one. Rabbit.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, wahoo!
50, Mike, 50. Switch.
Go, Mike, 50, Mike. Pistol. Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Both SS's. And then I got Bro down there, 99.
To throw is Gutierrez. From the gun, he'll throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 8 yards in the completion.
Mad because I could have got Ward to an X Factor last season.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
by like
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after
hold him on
the
the
catch.
200.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a
but I blew them out,
going.
so like it pissed me off, bro.
Gutierrez now from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find Green.
Stop BS.
And they get him down, but
not
not
I
before
just
he
injured
takes it
AJ
across
Green.
the 40-yard line.
I think he just got a wrist sprain. I'm saying the way I threw him to the ground, bro.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready. Mike, go.
And here's Gutierrez to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 133. No. 80 weapons.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
57 to Mike.
Sam.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch
Sam.
the slant.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the shit.
You gonna take
Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
All right.
Run.
57's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
Help. Watch the twist. Watch
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Your call working again?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd
shit
down.
out of here,
How big
bitch.
that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You.
Now Gutierrez to throw again. Got his man. It's Eifert. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hell no, bro.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now Landry. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a throw in the end zone on
my
1st down, but
goodness.
it winds up incomplete.
Crazy.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
About $3, boy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Look at that.
That's caught inside the 20.
That's me, sir. Get the fuck up off me.
That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Not really any offense.
You know, y'all go up for the same ball and gives y'all that animation, and y'all both come down with it. Y'all just fight for it.
Maybe everything changes right there.
My ball, bitch.
Slow out of the gate. We've seen that, but that one big play that can spark a big burst right here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught.
Yeah, baby. I got to reward him after that catch.
Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Hey, what's your take on Gerald Everett?
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff.
Me personally, bro, I feel like he's a young Eric Ebron.
He's fielded a few yards.
He's definitely better than Njoku.
And a loose football. And this is picked up
and
by the
Njoku
Browns.
is a little more expensive.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Gerald Everett,
the results for them so far.
He got way more catching. He got like 2 more speed on him.
3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. Trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off, or they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way.
That's me. Don't fuck up the press triangle. Don't matter if I'm in double coverage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
To SS mid-season.
Gutierrez.
Ooh, go get him. Go get him.
Yes. He goes down.
Let's go. It's a double XP game, bro.
That is number 6 max XP game on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Gutierrez. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They are born. Joe Schobert.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That man be going crazy.
And a great return as they're finally able to take
he be
him
going
down.
nuts on my shit. I got him and then I signed dude from the practice squad at motherfucker Johnson. 88 speed.
And what's really difficult
I got
when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone,
my linebacker core is nasty, bro. I be having them niggas dressing up like they the Texans.
And they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them.
Linebacker
and
core,
they took big advantage of it. Went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to. But I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it
man jumped the route.
Incomplete.
He threw it straight to him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He drops the pass.
To throw is Gutierrez. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's amazing.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Yeah.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
It's nothing. Wouldn't do that.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing, Mayfield, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That looks funny.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Over the middle, complete. It's Riley. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Everybody asking this shit. That's what you're saying. Oh, wow. Hey, Blake, I don't want to see you. Blake, go over there.
Run. Real.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Let's
This will
go.
be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Call that nigga bluff. Call that nigga bluff, boy.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
God damn.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Damn. What the fuck? Champ.
This one taken from the 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, so what's the rules? Okay.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Gutierrez now. A final shot before break. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't even want to talk back. I don't want to say nothing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Pistol.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
He gets his X factor, like, you know, whenever he gets it active and that shit's just going crazy.
A little bit more pressure.
His name, bro.
Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I did. I told you. I ain't lying, bro. Like, for real. I need wild card. First game, I was trying to test my mic to see how good I was. I let you go up, and I tried to come back, and it didn't work too well. I'm fucking up, for real. Hey, GG both times. You know what I mean? You won. You got that.
Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Yeah, I mean, you good team. Plus, I like the Cowboys.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. To make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, chill. I don't fuck with the racist stuff. We don't condone that over here. Yeah, I'm in the game right now. But after this, I'm in the game. This nigga was rushing me.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
He wasn't rushing me. It was more or less.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight.
Hold on, Hunter going to the 76ers for a slasher all around, nigga.
Second down.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hold on, what? Nigga said, hold up, but I gotta pay that bitch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch one. That's right, baby.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll take Clay. What's up?
Regular. So Mike's number 1, Mike's
Say
number 1.
less. Oh, wow. That's cold, bro. That's cold.
Loading the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, because I asked for Paul George, too. That's crazy.
I'm going to need some help with this one.
But I want Clay, though. I do want Clay. I like Clay.
He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow,
incomplete. Clay.
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to
believe
it.
Hey, what can we, you know what I mean? What can we do, Clay? Like, holla at me, bro. We can make something work. As long as you ain't trying to holla at Trey, we straight.
Quit talking about it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor.
I'm about to see mine. I'm getting good with him. He's learning how to play with him.
At the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains.
I like DeAndre Hunter too, bro, but I mean, shit, I need a slasher or a shooter.
20. Check my 50. I'm trying to collect. Real.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his target back up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
What my penalty looking like? That shit looking
Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right
what do you mean, like, dude?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For real?
The kickoff
Say
unit is
less.
out on the field.
Hey, we can make something work, bro. This is my first time. Yeah, it's my first time ever fucking with this franchise shit, for real.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yeah, this nigga said a wet ass. God damn.
53. Check 53. You can't block me.
Hey, you for real?
Back to throw. Gutierrez. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
But it's not going to be straight up.
Touchdown, Browns.
What's his over?
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up.
I was telling Champ I needed a shooter or a fucking slasher.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I know that. It's gonna be like Steph and Trey over here. I mean, Steph and Clay.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few
Clay.
yards shy of midfield. Now hold everything
Damn,
here.
this
We're going to
nigga-
get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
My nigga born, bro. Why you plotting on me?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick
Okay, I
6.
appreciate it.
They've got to
That
forget
nigga
about that
trying
quickly.
He trying to do me dirty.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive
My nigga
back.
said he been a rapist his whole life. Ooh.
Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
Throw them hoes on
Here's his
trampolines and
opportunity.
make them hoes
Comes
fly hella high.
back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges
Hey, yo,
out of me for some
why he
reason.
say he
Deep
torture
in there,
animals in the
right?
basement, bro?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Gutierrez off the play fake. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Man,
So
Randall, bro, I
back-to-back
need to get that
incompletions,
tip,
and that has him
tip
staring
drill
at a
on
3rd
Randall,
and
bro,
10.
because this man be pissing me off.
Looking to throw. Gutierrez. Open man is Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Now Gutierrez throwing on 1st down. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
All-star super.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You know, won some championships over there, boy.
Back to throw. Gutierrez. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it. Keeps possession.
2-6. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Here we go.
Gutierrez looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gutierrez. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3,
that
just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Some bullshit. It's my bullshit, yeah. How's it not, bro? You see that running game? Fuck.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, alert.
Shit hurt my feelings. Fuck.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield.
Yeah, sure is.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
Yeah, bro, you see that 27
Still throwing
points
the
in the second
football
quarter.
here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I ain't gonna lie, boy, I got
the
to the Super
football
Bowl
here,
with these
obviously
niggas
the
and I lost.
incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pull up on the stop. Pull up on the stop. Push it.
180! Hey, alert 33. Hey, Haywood.
Okay.
Mike Wood. Get that quarterback. My touch.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Whoop his ass, champ.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that to try to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, what y'all niggas eat yesterday? What's your family cook, Blake? No, they cook some shit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly
I
right.
love stuff
And they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Don't get nervous.
44, Mike, 44.
2nd and 13. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He completes it to Tate.
I'm so mad, Joe Show.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's
How
a
I can't blow up a goddamn wide receiver, bro? This just blowing my mind. Rarely do I get the opportunity to hit
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Every leg stay on the block. I'm about to cut.
To throw is Gutierrez. Off play action. Airing one out for Boyd.
Give me that.
And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Gutierrez now off the play fake. He finds Ross right side. It's complete.
The champ you lose.
The completion good for 3 and a second down.
May I let him be, champ. May I let him be.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go ahead, look.
Off play action. Gutierrez. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Gutierrez. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Randall finally got a pick, baby. See how that animation works? Oh, they just let him work. He could have ran the other way.
When your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You're right over there.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, Zoo.
What? I'm Slump City over here.
Come on, D. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
What's that
this
you doing
3rd
down
down
there?
looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike 1, Mike 1. Who that?
Who that? Which man?
From the gun, Mayfield. All going deep here for Taylor. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see they rely more on the ground game.
Hey, Bourne, you see this man trying to break his foot?
Try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Man, let's jump him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because
I'm
you're
talking
headed
about
towards
you.
the
I'm
ball
talking about
carrier
the
with
other dude
abandon.
behind you. That chill up.
And here's Gutierrez from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers.
So what's up with that
Another
incomplete
incomplete
man?
pass that we just
You
saw,
locking
and
it
they're
in or
under
not?
200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now Gutierrez throwing on 4th down. He gets this one to Boyd. And
Shit,
he'll be
DeAndre
tackled
Hunter and that
right
other
on the
dude.
chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
What the fuck?
First down, Bengals.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Who?
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a
Parsons
1st and
stay
10 as they
playing, bro.
search for a late score.
Yeah,
Looking to throw. Gutierrez. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems
gonna
like
lie,
all
bro,
game
everybody
long
wants
there
him
hasn't
plays.
been a lot of sync quarterback to wide
I see
receiver
you
on this
go
side of the
below
football.
They haven't
80.
been on the same page,
Energy.
quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The
My
reception
nigga
good
Chance
for
says
7.
sometimes.
It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Gutierrez operating from the gun. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, that nigga nice. Oh, Trey. Cause that nigga's a fucking floater king, bro. He's right up there with Steph. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, bro. What? Steph's just more experienced. I was about to say that. If they ever let that man go or they ever put something around his ass, you got a chance then.
Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
Nah.
Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
You know, I suck.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a
We can't do the trade anyway. What you mean? We can do trades now?
Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when
That's lit.
somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch.